Good evening, and welcome to the 10th Next Day Air FSTS graduation of 2023. We've graduated 134 supervisors so far, and tonight we celebrate the graduation of 13 more, and I couldn't be more proud of you guys. Each one of you brings something unique to the role that you're in, and I hope this class has shed some light on some of the things that you need to do to become even more effective at your already tough but most important job here on the front line. But now you guys face a difficult part. You have to take what we've actually learned in the last 2 weeks and take it back to the workplace. And this is easier said than done sometimes. Once you get out there, it's pretty easy to fall back on old times. RD and I want you guys to be successful when you guys get out there, so if you need anything, please don't hesitate to call and ask us anything. Any needs at all, please just contact us. I equate this as actually going to the gym. You're going to go to the gym, and you're going to look for some gains, and after the first couple of times you're going to go, you're going to look in the mirror, and you're not going to really see a whole lot of difference. And maybe after 2 or 3 weeks, you're really not going to see a whole lot of difference, but you're going to start feeling better. But I promise you that if you stick with these soft skills and these people skills that we've taught you over the last 2 weeks, once you guys get back to your operation and you look back 5 or 6 months, you're going to see a completely new operation. Now let's review a couple of things that we've learned over the last 2 weeks. Remember the difference between leading and managing, and how one is a pointed title and the other is looked up to as a great role model. You manage tasks and you lead employees, but we need you guys to be both. Remember the importance of leading all your employees and not just the 80%, because inclusion can create a team that's 50% more productive and unstoppable. Remember the importance of being fair and consistent and not lenient to your employees. Accountability works if it's administered correctly. It's designed to change behavior and not to terminate employees. Remember to engage with your employees. You need to build a special bond with each and every one of them. Your employees won't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Remember how important attitude is, and remember the things that we covered here in class aren't just UPS lessons, but life lessons as a whole. No matter where you are in life, start singing in the mud if you need to, and don't ever, ever ring that bell. The class wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for Worldport Management Team coming in and actually giving presentations. I'd like to thank them for all their past efforts and all their future efforts. I'd like to extend a special thanks to Jeff Semenik, Jeff Sirota, and Norman Seawright for all their talking points. Semenik reinforces the importance of safety, retention, and relationship building with your employees. Sirota talks about numerous items, and he tells you that the results don't matter unless it makes the employees feel good and creates a prideful environment. Norman reinforces the difference between leading and managing. He stresses the importance of team, work, and planning. He brings home the importance of relationship building by building that bond with each and every one of you guys in the 2 hours he's here by simply learning your name. He tells you to continue to build upon your own brand and to stay in school and always sharpen your saw. Thank you, Norm, for all you do. I'd now like to turn the podium over to RD, who continues to be a huge asset to FSTS. RD.
Good evening. I would first like to start by thanking the Worldport Management Team for sending us your soups, for without which we would not be able to do what we do class to class. Thank you. To the class. You all should be very proud of everything that you've accomplished in this course. You all showed up every day, you put the work in that you needed to put in, and you got out of the class exactly what you put in. James is proud of you, I am proud of you, and thank you so much for your input and everything that you've done. A few things I would like to leave with you. Never be too proud to learn. If you are wise, you will open your eyes and you will open your minds, and you will be able to learn from anything or anyone and anywhere. Never be so sure that you do not question. You need to question everything, especially yourselves. You need to know that what is happening is the right thing and what should be happening. You need to know that you are doing the right thing, and everybody else that is around you, they are doing the right things for you. It's like a symbiotic relationship or an enlightened self-interest. Lastly, we starts with I. Never forget to inspect yourselves daily, assess yourselves daily, and check yourselves daily, because the best and first work starts with you. With all of these things, you will have this golden opportunity to go out into your operation and create a culture that you want to be a part of. Create a culture that people want to be a part of. So, with no further ado, we can start our graduation. Jason, Jason scored a perfect test score and was elected best dressed. Congratulations, Jason.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jason Harlow. I work in the one-day small sort outbound 4 Delta 5 Bravo. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my management team, Karen Barrera and Jonathan McSwain, for allowing me these 2 wonderful weeks to attend FSTS. I would also like to thank our 2 great instructors, James and RD, for their time and their efforts. Of the many things that I took away from FSTS, accountability, leadership, safety, there were too many to choose from for me to pick just one. So much to everyone's surprise, I'm going to hand you all an analogy. If you have a car with no tires, and you have a second car with no steering wheel, and you have a third car with no brakes, you can make some progress in all 3 of those cars. But the first time you reach a crossroads, you're going to crash. The first time any obstacle gets in your way, you're going to crash. You have to have all 3 to successfully complete your journey and reach your destination. Without any of those things, you're not going to make it. So the next time you get in your vehicle, make sure you have your tires, make sure you have your steering wheel, and make sure you have your brakes if you want to reach the end of your journey. Thank you.
Zen. Congratulations, Zen.
All right, good evening. My name is Zen Florence. I work in the one-day Worldport Freight Facility. I would like to thank my management team, Brad Wright and Lisa Reed, for allowing me to attend FSTS for the past 2 weeks. Of all the many things I've learned, the thing that I'm taking back to my area is what it takes to be a leader. A great leader is not one who only accomplishes the task at hand, but one who brings out the best qualities in themselves and those around them. I would like to thank RD, James, and every one of the speakers that contributed to teaching us every aspect of being a great leader, a great supervisor, and a great person. Thank you.
Demound. Congratulations, Demound.
Hello, everyone. My name is Demound Graves. I work in one-day Wing Delta ramp. I would like to thank Mr. Stacy Adams, Gerardo Sanchez, and Mr. David Cooper. I would also like to thank Mr. RD, Mr. James, for being great instructors over these 2 weeks in class. The ideas that I really picked up and stuck with me are networking and building relationships, especially with my peers and employees. Thank you for such a good 2 weeks in class.
Eric. Congratulations, Eric.
Good evening. My name is Eric Brown. I'm from Next Day Wing E Ramp. I'd like to thank my management team of Gerald Wolf and Justin DeRose for allowing me the past 2 weeks to attend FSTS training. Of the many things I've learned here, the most exciting thing for me that I will be taking back to my area is the difference between management and leadership. In short, to manage is to control a group of individuals to achieve an objective, but leadership is the ability to develop and inspire others to contribute to the organization's success and also their personal successes. To close my speech, I'd like to say a special thanks to R.D. Owens and James Herman for blessing us with their knowledge and pushing us to be the best leaders that we can be. I also like to thank my classmates for joining me on this amazing journey. Thank you.
Cory. Cory scored a perfect test score. He was elected best dressed. He was on the winning competition team and was also elected the Jim Casey Legacy Award winner. Congratulations, Cory.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Cory Gardner. I work in 1DA and Building 1 as a frontline supervisor. I'd like to start by thanking my direct management team, Mike Vaughn, Liz Higginson, and Danielle Summit for providing me 2 weeks out of operations so I could attend and experience FSTS. I would also like to quickly thank my former full-time manager over in Small Sword International, Deanna Craig, for taking the time to recognize qualities in myself that I felt I had lost and guiding my name into the inboxes of other areas in Worldport for promotion. Had she not, I probably would still be stacking boxes, so thank you, Dee. And last but certainly not least, a massive thank you to our many guest speakers and to our two new mentors, Mr. James Herman and R.D. Owens, for providing just the right balance of energies to make this experience both fun and effective. They boast a wealth of knowledge, and from the many things I've taken from that wealth of knowledge, what stands out the most to me is the difference between a manager and a leader. Accepting the position in management is the easy part. One is essentially granted authority that they now must justify having through his or her actions every single day. A good leader is their true, honest selves, motivated to improve the worker, to accomplish the common goal. With that knowledge, I intend to do just that. Thank you.
Cody. Cody won the Knowledge Bee and scored a perfect test score. Congratulations, Cody.
Good evening. My name is Cody Thompson. I am a frontline supervisor for UPS Worldport Next Day Air Operations, representing Ramp 6. I would first like to thank my full-time supervisors, Mark Riley and Tristan Sneed, along with my manager, Liz Higginson. I thank them for giving me the opportunity to come to FSTS, for having the fantastic timing that allowed me to be a part of this amazing class. I would also like to extend a major thank you to Rosalind Hambrick, Mike Vaughn, and Micah Adams, who were present for my interview to become a frontline supervisor. They granted me the opportunity, as well as some great advice, to become a frontline soup. Another thank you goes out to my former manager, Joe Ballinger, as well, for the opportunity to move out to the ramp and diversify my portfolio of knowledge. When I found out I was going to be attending FSTS, I wondered what a training class for new supervisors would be able to teach someone like me, someone with a wide range of experience in various leadership and management roles across his work life. During the course of FSTS, I was reminded of many things, important notes and advice that I'd been given over the years from various employers. But those various employers had a way of making their information feel shallow. Not only did I get to read and listen to the training during FSTS, I was able to feel the training. I wasn't just sat behind a computer monitor for 2 weeks, expected to know everything by the time I was done. Here in FSTS, I was spoken to, and when it came time for me to speak, I was listened to. I wasn't just given information and expected to click a couple boxes and get a passing score. Not only was I supposed to learn how to build relationships and develop my employees, I was supposed to feel it as well. I got to feel that James and RD wanted me to succeed. And knowing what that feels like, I'm confident now that I can take that back to my daily operation and strategize ways to give others that feeling and develop them as well. So thank you, James, and thank you, RD. And thank you to all of our guest speakers for teaching me how to be inspired so that I can know how to inspire. While I've taken a lot of time to say all of that, please allow me to deliver one last note. One note that I've carried with myself since high school, that I hope that everyone else will carry with themselves as well. Wisdom is knowing the right path to take. Integrity is taking it. Thank you.
Jose. Jose was voted most improved. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jose Fernandez, and I work at 1DA Wing H Container Unload. I want to say thank you to my full-timer, Joseph Brasher, and my building manager, Josh Dean, for letting me attend FSTS, and also RD and James. My favorite thing I learned at FSTS is that trust is very important, especially when it comes towards your management team, because those are the people that support you and want to see you succeed. And trust within your employees is even more important because those are the people that make you successful in this company. Thank you.
Ethan. Ethan scored a perfect test score, was voted the Teamwork Award, and was part of the winning competition team. Congratulations, Ethan.
Good evening. My name is Ethan Hardin. I work in the Next Day Air District as a ramp supervisor on Wing Alpha. I would like to start off by thanking my management team, Scott Minot, Taylor Boston, and my building manager, Tyler Sawville, for allowing me the great opportunity to spend 2 weeks in FSTS to learn and grow in this wonderful company and as an individual. I would also like to thank my instructors, RD and James, for your incredible lessons and teachings, and Demound for teaching me how to get past my boundaries while bear crawling into a better future. There are so many different things I've learned in FSTS that if I started a list of all of them right now, you all would be stuck here way past the end of tonight's sort. But like I was told, I'm only allowed to talk about one thing tonight, and so I guess I'll talk about the importance of relationships. When I graciously accepted this job as a frontline supervisor, I believed I was accepting more responsibility in the form of more paperwork, a team to supervise, and a completely different job function on the ramp. But what I didn't realize is how many more challenges this job actually offered, especially when it came to forming relationships with my employees and peers. I'll admit that I struggled more than most when it came to forming the bonds with those around me. But I have learned that even when I struggle with this challenge, giving up on relationships is not and will never be the answer. Relationships are the foundation of UPS and its people. And without relationships, there is no growth of our people. There is no development. There is no UPS. I encourage everyone who listens to this to never give up and always prioritize your people and peers first. Thank you.
Destiney. Destiney had a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Good evening. Oh, hold on. Okay. Good evening. My name is Destiney Deckard, and I'm a part of the Next Day Wing D ramp operation. Firstly, I'm honored to be a part of UPS, a place that has not only provided me with a career, but has also been instrumental in my personal and professional growth. The experiences I've gained have been invaluable, and I'm thankful for the opportunities that I've been given. I would like to thank my management team, Stacey Adams, Gerardo Sanchez, and David Cooper, for allowing me to spend 2 weeks in FSTS. Of the many things that I have learned here in FSTS, the topic that had the biggest impact on me was understanding that leadership is not merely about giving orders or making decisions. It's about listening, empathizing, and building relationships with others. Leadership is about empowering those around you and helping them to reach their full potential, fostering a culture of inclusivity and embracing diversity. In closing, I want to express my gratitude once again for my management team and my amazing teachers, RD and James, for sharing their valuable knowledge and allowing me to spend this time in FSTS.
Olivia, congratulations.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm Olivia Roller. I work in the Next Day Core Unload. I would like to thank my current management team, Chad Brewer and Timmy Smith, for giving me the opportunity these past 2 weeks to attend FSTS and take in all the wisdom from R.D. Owens and James Herman, as well as the many speakers we were able to interact with. I would also like to quickly thank Jonathan Vargo for giving me the opportunity to step into the frontline supervisor role in the first place and pushed me to believe in myself when I felt I fell short. Thank you to my FSTS classmates for creating an enjoyable experience the past 2 weeks. Of the many things I've taken out of FSTS, the power and significance of relationships have stuck with me the most. The idea that our number one objective is building relationships with everyone around us to create a stronger environment and team. I'm eager to return to my area and apply all these things to create a well-rounded and healthy operation. Thank you.
Trent. Trent had a perfect test score and was part of the winning competition team. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Trent Rhodes, and I work in the Next Day Load Planning Department. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my management team, Dorian Young, Aaron Contrado, Sean Kiefer, and Chase White for allowing me to attend FSTS. I would also like to thank James Herman, R.D. Owens, all of our guest speakers, and my FSTS peers for allowing me to experience FSTS and granting me their knowledge and their time. Of all the important skills that I gathered at FSTS, one of the most important, I have to say, is communication. Communication is vital to our operation and is a fulcrum of everything that we do here at UPS. Without communication, things fall apart. You cannot build proper relationships with your employees or peers or gain trust with them. There's a reason we have entire departments and positions based upon communication. I admit that communication is something I've struggled with for a long time, and even in this class, I can't say that I was the most outspoken or most communicative. And I would like to, in the future, bring communication back with me as a skill to develop to its highest ability when I return to my area. Thank you.
Josiah. Josiah scored a perfect test score. Congratulations, Josiah.
Hello and good evening. My name is Josiah Williams. I'm 1DA Small Sort Outbound. I would like to thank my management team, Tyler Hundley and John McSwain. Another thank you I would like to give is to James Herman and R.D. Owens. I'd like to thank them for being a great mentor for this whole FSTS class and letting me meet some amazing people and also teaching me some very values, prioritize, leadership, accountability. I'm so glad that I got to learn all this stuff while I was here in this class and that these 2 weeks have been amazing. I'd also like to give a thanks to all my classmates. All my classmates here have been amazing, they've been great, and I can tell they are all talented and amazing people. I would also like to say that the skills I learned from this class, being a leader, has been amazing. I've never really understood what a leader meant, but from this class I've understood leader has meant many different things for many different people. My definition and everybody's definition is completely different. But to cut it short, my definition is to understand and lead people to a better goal, to a better future, but also, develop them to understand their own goals, their own future, and also so that they can have a good relationship, a great understanding, and that wherever they go, they can always create a great environment. And that they understand what it means to be accountable for their own actions. But on the other part that I would like to say about this class is that during these 2 weeks, I got to learn more about just UPS, my mentors, myself, and my own goals. I would like to thank James and RD for teaching me how to go around, where to tour, about the building, the history, the legacy, and on also how to respect, how to be better with employees, and also how to handle myself around others. And I would like to thank my classmates on being challenging, engaging with me, almost to rivals, and teaching me more about themselves. For we are all different and all unique. And yet, all of us was all united for one class. I think it was amazing, and I'm blessed to know every last one of you. Thank you.
And now, with tonight's legacy, is Cory. Cory.
Thank you. Hello and good evening again. Congratulations to us, FSTS Class 14. Had a lot of fun. Thank you once again to James and RD. Y'all are good people. None of this would be possible without both of you working together. So very good work these past 2 weeks. Awesome class of individuals. I consider myself to be a good judge of character, and all these people have a lot to offer the world. UPS is just the tip of the iceberg, so thank you all for choosing me as our legacy speaker tonight. I was asked to expand upon an excerpt from our partnership legacy. That is the legacy book that we all quoted from throughout FSTS. And the one I've chosen is from page 93 and 94, chapter 18, titled People of High Values and Honest Hearts, coined from 1959. I'll read that to you now. Now, in thinking about the thousands of people comprising our organization, I have realized that I cannot know the exact circumstances of their individual lives. Consequently, I long ago reached the conclusion that I could not have a direct personal influence upon great numbers of them, but would indeed be doing well if I could have some influence upon a few. I recognized also that these few would and rightly should exercise a strong influence upon me. And so, in an atmosphere of mutual respect, I have never found it necessary to fight my immediate associates in order to accomplish what was good for all. Now let us expand this idea a little farther. Through a combination of events in which all of us have played important parts, we are today owners and managers of a business that has before it almost unlimited opportunities for success. All we need to do to achieve that success is to develop and maintain throughout our organization a singleness of purpose and a definite common understanding of what we are trying to do. Following our company's general policies, which are binding upon all of us alike, we are otherwise free to accomplish company objectives in our individual ways. Most of us present at this management conference have had a voice in defining our general policies respect to them. We should therefore understand them. But the only way they can be made effective among other people is through us. You could see that as him talking about front life supervisors. We develop people. We can all agree that was a lot to take in. I'll have to pick myself up a copy someday of that legacy book. Surely, we all recognized a few FSTS buzzwords throughout, for in particular, our influence, develop, recognize, achieve. All used in a unique way to paint a clear picture of how we all can be successful leaders. It starts every morning and ends when you go to sleep at night. We must hold ourselves to a high enough standard that we have influence over those around us to be better, to do better. We then develop these individuals over time through honesty and behavior consistent to that of both a manager and a mentor, as the development of our workers lead to those worthy of recognition. They've been waiting for that push to self-improvement, and a great leader recognizes what works for everyone. So the achievement in this cycle is we've developed a worker into a new member of the management team, a new leader. And just like my team, etc.'s motto is, we keep going. The cycle continues. Great leaders breed more great leaders. Foster a realm of loyalty, trust, and respect, and every day can be as productive as a night of FSTS class. Together, we're going to make UPS Worldport bigger and better than it already is. That sounds good to me. With that said, thank you again for everything, including your time. Thank you.
Cory, excellent job. Class, you chose well. I'd be remiss if I didn't say that I'm going to miss you guys. Your interactions from team to team, your reflections on policies and legacies, and even Demound jumping on a job for every presenter that came in, just wanting to jump ship and go someplace else. You guys will definitely be missed. Class 14, you owe yourself a big round of applause. Congratulations, guys. Let's go have some fun.